Masombo, KTN News.
The National Assembly Education Committee, chaired by Tinderet MP Julius Melly, has questioned the quality of medical services offered to teachers by the service provider Bliss Healthcare Limited that has been running the multi-billion shilling teachers' medical cover since 2013. In a heated exchange, MPs sought to know why Minet is not providing medical cover to teachers directly, the delayed approval to teachers for advanced treatment or to have treatment in other hospitals are some of the concerns raised, as our reporter Grace Nganga explains.
Kenya.
The members of parliament have compelled Minet Insurance Brokers Limited to account for billions of shillings the company signed with the teachers' employer to offer services to teachers across the country. The MPs accused the company of failing in its obligation to match the service with the money spent in the contract, exposing teachers to untold suffering.
So what you are saying is just for the media, for the public to hear. But the actual things on the ground are very different. That's why the teachers are very dissatisfied. Okay. You can answer very well. It's not acceptable, it's not this. But it's acceptable. It is what is going on.
In order, Chair, for the CEO to continue misleading the committee, when in his own presentation, he never talked about quality assurance of the scheme.
In a meeting with the National Assembly Education Committee, chaired by Tinderet Member of Parliament Julius Melly, AON Managing Director Sami Muthui was at pains to explain why the company should retain the 3-year contract.
You cited an example of promises made and not kept. I would like to say, for example, like COPE, I'll get to that question because some members have raised it. It truly is not there anymore. We shall make...
Point of order, Chair. Is the CEO admitting that because of sheer numbers, they are unable to give quality service?
The 53 billion shillings is not for you. It is for the care of the Kenyan teacher. And the information that you'll bring before this committee.
Some MPs wondered why the company is struggling to provide quality services to teachers, accusing the company of contributing to the challenges facing the education sector.
This country is struggling with the teacher numbers. And with your delayed in giving medical service to teachers, you are actually costing us teachers to death.
He has actually failed to provide service to the teacher. And secondly, Chair, from my own sources, I would want to know from Bliss and MKL why they are not one and the same person.
The Teacher Service Commission signed a contract with the AON Minet to manage the 53 billion shillings medical cover for over 350,000 teachers in all public schools. The contract was signed on December 1st, 2022, marking a major milestone in enhancing teachers' health cover. Under the new scheme, 51.4 billion shillings has been allocated to Bliss Healthcare Services, where teachers were to enjoy an inpatient cover of up to 13.6 million shillings. Other services under the cover include 2.07 billion shillings on maternity, while 1.3 billion shillings on dental and 2.2 million shillings on optical, while 179 million shillings is for evacuating services. The issue came 2 weeks after the TSC appeared before the committee to defend an additional 1.3 billion shilling supplementary budget to the service provider. Grace Nganga, KTN News, Nairobi.
Thank you, Grace. Opposition leader Raila Odinga will announce whether Azimio supports or rejects the National Dialogue Committee report tomorrow. Raila has convened an emergency parliamentary group meeting to discuss the report.